Hi folks, Deidre here with Marsha, visiting all the way from Virginia. Alright, Marsha has agreed to lend her face today to demonstrate how we color correct hyperpigmentation. Marsha, if you turn to the side, see Marsha has some hyperpigmentation going on here, and we are going to use two methods to correct Marsha's hyperpigmentation. We are going to color correct on one side. On the other side, we are going to use a Kevin Aquan product to see which one battles supreme in the end, which one covers better. Alright, so stay tuned. Marsha's face is already moisturized, and we are going to get started on having her prepped and color corrected.
For so long, it's like having a birthmark.
You just don't.
It don't bother me, but I know there's a lot of people who have skin defects, and they're like so afraid of. They don't go too extremes. Either the makeup is too much, so they try to, instead of working on hair, they try to put so much on it, and they don't realize that it's not working.
And that's why a lot of people like color correcting, because with the color correcting, you realize it's a lot less product I use as opposed to over here. And it also looks a lot less heavy than this side.
Correct. Very good.
Right?
Yes.
So that's why color correcting is important. Color correcting helps you to use less product in your foundation, because now you're hardly going to use anything. So we're having a good laugh here first, because we were recording something we should not have been recording, but now back to what we should have been doing. So I have dispensed NC45 from MAC, NC45 Studio Fix Fluid Foundation, and I'm using a Real Techniques stippling brush. Any flat top kabuki brush would do the same thing, but in this case I'm just using the Real Techniques stippling brush. And we are now going to just stipple on the foundation over Marsha's face, bringing back the actual shade of her skin and showing you how the mark is covered. A beauty blender would also work well here. And notice again, I'm still just patting on. I'm not dragging the stippling brush at all. I'm just patting it on. And that's going to give Marsha the coverage she needs. You can also use the beauty blender. Just kind of blend it into the skin further. For me, I've always preferred application with a brush rather than sponges. But again, we're going to do the same thing. Just stipple that foundation on. Marsha, which method do you like in so far?
Taking the color correcting.
The color correcting.
Yeah, taking a liking to that.
Alright, so Marsha thinks color correcting is working for her. I think with the color correcting, there's a lot less product involved, because you're using that orange color corrector to cancel out the darkness, rather than on the other side where we used a heavy concealing product to just cover the marks rather than correct it. Right, at the first glance, turn to the side, so give them this side. I can still see a slight shadow underneath the foundation with the Kevin Aquan, turn to the other side, and with the MAC, I'm seeing full coverage. Everything is properly covered. Moving across so that you don't get the shadow of me standing on the side of her there. And yeah, I think I actually like this side a lot more, the color correcting. So I'm gonna stop here, go on, do the rest of her makeup, and we'll come back and say hi to you guys. So we're gonna do Marsha's brows. That's Marsha's biggest complaint, her brows. You would think that the hyperpigmentation was Marsha's biggest complaint. It's not, it's the brows. So using my technique where we clean up and conceal first, we're gonna do Marsha's brows, starting from the head. And we're just gonna clean up and shape Marsha's brows. I hope my head is not blocking anymore. And just prime her lids with the concealer at the same time. Right, and we're already getting a shape on the brows already. Marsha, you can open the eye, you know. Right. And we're going to go to the next side. And we're going to outline the bottom of the brows pretty much the same way. Remember, your brows are sisters, not twins. Otherwise, you're going to be here all day. Colourpop pencil, and for Marsha's brows, I'm going to use the shade. I was going to use the shade Black and Brown, but I think she needs something a little bit lighter, like the Banging Brunette. The Banging Brunette is slightly lighter. So we're going to use that, and now we're going to outline or carve out that bottom line of her brows. The same on the opposite side. And remember, I always say whatever you do on one side, you immediately do on the other side. You work the brow in parallels. Here, like strokes. And you use the spoolie at the end of your brow pencil. Just sort of spread the product to the head of the brow. And make it look slightly faded so it looks a lot more natural. No one's brow at the head is as intense as it is in the middle or to the end of the brow. So in other words, no block brows here. We leave the block brows in 2017. It actually should have stayed in 2016, but yeah, no block brows. Alright, fade out the center. And Marsha's brows look nicely defined. See? I'm seeing a little area, and this is where the okay, so Marsha's already finished her makeup look. We've already finished. If you look at it from the side, on the sides, let them see. We color corrected. This side we covered with concealer. Next side color corrected. We contoured Marsha, placed a little blush and highlight, nothing too much. We don't want to emphasize the darkness under the cheek. And now we're just gonna give her a popping red lips to go with these simple eyes. Simple eyes, eye look, simple lashes, a little stealer on the inner tear duct, just to brighten it up a bit. We're gonna line. We've already moisturized her lip, and we are now going to line. I'm using a MAC red. I think this is from one of Rihanna's older collections with MAC. So we're just gonna line her lips. The lining of the lip wasn't absolutely necessary because we are going to use a liquid lipstick from Colourpop in the shade Saigon. I think it's Saigon, or is it Creeper? Oh, we're going to use Creeper. Creeper is a really bright red from Colourpop. We're going to use that to just give this lip look a little oomph. Send Marsha back home to her husband. So we're just going to put the color on with a lip brush. And as you can see, that red is popping. No, she can't contain herself here right now. She's trying to behave. So, okay, we need to even the lips out. One side is looking a little less full than the other. And that's why I like using a brush. You can manipulate the line of the lip to get one side fuller if need be. And that, folks, is Marsha's simple look. Marsha, where you in? Okay, folks, that's it. Marsha is all done. Marsha's hyperpigmentation has been covered, and we want to thank her for allowing us to use her as our model for today. If you all would like to see more videos like this, please give the video a thumbs up, share the video, and comment in the bar below. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this, and maybe one of you will get chosen as my model for the next demonstration we do on YouTube. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day, folks.